Happy spring, everybody. We've finally got rid of winter. Woo! And we are in project mode on Oddstruck Belle at the minute. So excuse the state of the boat. Chris is just housing our new fridge, which is awesome, by the way. And I am going to make a blind for the kitchen, which I've been wanting to do for some time. It's been one of them projects that's been sitting in the back of my head for ages. And when we were away at Christmas in Narrowboat in Pembrokeshire, we found some awesome Mexican cheesecloth. So I'm going to make a blind to go in this window here, ready for when we go cruising in the summer, and also for when Luna's on the boat on her own. We close all the curtains and shut the doors and put the panels down on the doors there. It's just so that it creates like a womb effect for her, so that there's no sort of distractions and she doesn't bark at everybody when they go past. So yes, this fabric bought from a lovely shop in Narrowboat called Rock and Roller Emporium. We'll put a link down below. If you're into your funky dungarees, they sell some lovely dungarees and vintage clothes as well, so check them out. Me and Chris couldn't decide on a colour neither, so Chris chose the red one and I've chosen this turquoisey colour, so I'm going to do a reversible one so we can pick between the two colours. So yeah, I'm going to give that a go today. I've got my mum's trusty Bonina. I think it's as old as me, or if not older. Mum gave it to me a while back, so it still goes. It's awesome. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing this afternoon. Wish me luck. So what I'm going to be doing is really simple. I'm just going to measure the window and I'm just going to basically cut the same size in fabric and then do back and front blue and red. And then we've got these funky little magnets, and literally we're going to have those and they magnetise onto these screw heads. So I'm going to put the blind on there and then magnetise the blind to the window. Simple. Yeah, not complicated at all. Well, we'll see. So I've just taken some measurements, which is very wise on a boat because nothing's straight on a boat. So yeah, I'm going to measure my fabric slightly wonky so it matches the window frame. I've cut the red one out now. Important thing to remember is look at the pattern on the fabric. So this one was kind of, well, they're both multi-directional patterns, but this one did have a big flower in the middle that I've purposely cut so that it's sitting upwards. So I've cut the red one and then I'm just going to use the red one as a template to cut out the blue one. I've cut both of them out now. Excuse my hoarse throat as well. I've got a bit of a lurgy. We've both had colds this week. Sound like I've been smoking. Yeah, so I've matched them both up back to front now, and all I'm going to do now is just sew along the edge, simple pimples, and then reverse it out. Nearly did a schoolgirl error then. So before I sew any project, I always test the stitch. So I'm just going to get a little bit of scrap fabric and test the stitch before I start sewing. sewn across the top about halfway, and I've left a little gap. So now I'm going to pull all this through, and then we'll get to see the standard of my sewing. So what I didn't mention before is when I trim the edges, another schoolgirl error, when you're reversing out, you should always trim inside your corners as well, so that when you reverse it back out you've got a nice neat corner. So I'm just poking my corners through with a trusty chopstick. So I've neatened my corners, and now I'm going to, I don't know whether you can see that, I'm going to sort of roll, I'm sure there's a name for this, but I'm just going to rub both pieces of fabric together like that so that the stitch comes to the edge, and neaten the edges up, and then I'm going to do the invisible stitch at the top. It looks ace, doesn't it? The sun's shining through because you can see the other pattern. A bit like stained glass. There we go. It's finished. Red side. Blue side.
Well done.
Ta-da! It's nice and bright, isn't it? Half and half. Thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please consider subscribing. If you've got any questions, please put them in the comments below, and we'll see you next week. So take care, stay afloat, love yourself, bye bye. Our beautiful little fur baby is going through chewy toys like wildfire, costing us a bomb at Pets at Home. So Chris's jeans died on him last week, so I've cut them up into strips and plait them, and then she can chew away at them. So yeah, a bit cheaper, save us a bit of money.